Musa is in court to claim back £1,100 for a car engine which he says was never fitted, as well as for substandard repair work. Defendant Roger denies his work was substandard and says as he fixed the existing engine, he owes nothing.
Well, here he comes. That's the face of a rogue trader.
He is counterclaiming £3,500 for malicious falsehood.
How can you live such a life? Robbing of people's honest labor.
To have Roger here.
That's right, Judge.
Thank you, sir. And Musa.
Yes.
Musa, you're in court, do you understand?
Yes, Judge.
Which means you make your submissions to me and not to Roger.
Yes.
Understood? Very simple. Now, Luke, this is very serious as far as you're concerned. You have a counterclaim. Your counterclaim is for how much?
1,300, I think.
£1,325, and ostensibly what that represents is you claim that the post that they put up on Facebook was maliciously false.
It just never stopped. And
I want you to describe to me how bad it got and what happened.
within 2-3 days, I received 27 reviews on my page, which I can't use anymore, calling me a thief, a scumbag, how do I sleep, trading standards, you'll be on Road Traders.
Leaving aside, well, their posts, as in Phil and his wife,
Yep.
do you have the posts that they personally put up?
I don't even think they put any up. And there's that.
Well, they certainly did. They certainly did, because that was part of your claim.
Oh, they didn't put any reviews specific, but they put posts like that up on my page and all over the internet.
See what it says there? I have an experience to share. I paid £800 for decking, and this is how I was left. Also a shed-based company called. That's a post from, listen to me, from Phil and his wife. That is true.
Yep.
They have reasonable belief to post that. It's fair comment.
No problem.
July came. August came. Nobody showed up. What sort of communication did you have at that stage?
I had lots of apologies, lots of excuses, and lots of promises.
There was an important promise that was presented to you. He did, in fact, agree to pay you back in 2 instalments.
Yes, he did this himself because he said he was so earnest about paying me back that he wrote his own contract.
I cannot stress how sorry I am that this has happened. Was that true when you wrote it?
Absolutely.
Why are you upset?
Because this whole situation's happened. Obviously, Jenny's a good person, and it didn't mean to happen.
You didn't pay the first instalment by the 13th of September. He didn't pay the second instalment by the 20th of September, correct? You've got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's how sorry he was. Do you see? You pay back £200 of it. He's come back and given you £50 and a box of chocolates and say, I'll pay it back over a period of time.
No.
Why not?
Word spread around what happened about this, and very quickly got rid of all the jobs that I had.
Trading Standards emailed you, correct?
Yes.
Requesting payment to be made by the 13th of October, and yet you still didn't pay it back. Madam, you'd promised your daughter access to being outside. What did it do to your daughter?
She's very, very upset because we thought that we would have the whole summer where she would be able to go into the garden and watch the horses in the field behind.
You put out a Facebook message.
I did.
As a result of that Facebook message, a number of people got in touch with you, correct? I shall read the statement from one of them. I'm also a victim of Carl's. He doesn't just do building works, he sometimes sells things on Facebook. I bought 4 music records off him for £100, which he failed to send me. After messaging him, I heard many excuses, but didn't receive either the records or my refund. After posting my situation online to several groups, I received a huge response from others he had ripped off. One of them was Jenny, one of them was you, who explained her situation to me. I was so shocked and disgusted. Do you know what he went on to do?
He asked if he could have my permission to set up a fundraising page.
It was already generated over £200 worth of donations, correct? I also set up a second website which told people he was a scammer. This person also put your photo up. I did this to shame him and warn others not to trust him or to buy anything from him.
Yeah, it's a totally separate situation, which I was dealing with until someone found Jenny. And then as soon as anyone read Jenny's post, I didn't get a chance to.
Was this a single pebble in a little river, madam? Or were there other people who complained?
People contacted me about similar situations.
Hi, just wanted to say I'm so sorry about Carl's behaviour. I've known him for years. He stole my wages on my birthday when I had nowhere to live. I'm going to donate to the cause as soon as I get paid. I can't afford much, but hopefully others will do the same. This is a hearsay statement from somebody who is not named, to whom you cannot question. And although I give it limited weight, because I must, would you like to respond to it?
Yeah, it's a friend of probably around 14 years. And the situation this is on about was over 9 years ago.
What happened?
I was phoning him, messaging him on Facebook, and then he blocked me.
Well, how long after the car blowing up, so to speak, were you supposed to show up at this lady's house to work? A few weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
About at least three
3 weeks?
Yep.
Right. The car's blown up.
Yep.
If you weren't going to attend this lady's house, why not get in touch with her to say, this car is blown up, I'm not coming?
I have.
Well, did you do that before you were supposed to show up?
Yes.
Did you do that before you were
No,
supposed
he
to show
never.
up? What
No.
evidence do you have?
I have evidence that I messaged her saying that the car had broken down.
Had to pay to get car towed and repaired, all right. How much? Because I have been driving it since I bought it and going to Sheffield most days. 30 for a tow. What was it then? Clutch plates. So your fault racing, whatever it was, because you drove it here okay and it was running. Are you still okay doing the bungalow, Kyle? You still okay to come? It's your question, isn't it, madam?
Yes.
What do you reply there on the 16th of September?
Yes.
3 weeks before you're about to show up. Full voice so I can hear.
Yes.
There you are, saying you're going to show up to do the work at the bungalow. What time did he come?
He never turned up at all.
Why not?
The reason being is because of all the threats. She rung me up when I was sat with my partner and turned around and said to me, you better turn up, make sure you turn up because you wouldn't look nice with a broken jaw.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't apologise yet, madam. There'll be time for that. Did you say that?
No, because I'm 64. I can't break anybody's jaw.
Don't tell me how old you are.
No.
Some of the foulest-mouthed people I've ever heard are way into their 80s, trust me. Here's the thing. You go to the small claims court and you claim for 2 things. What did you claim for?
The flooring and the rewire.
Why only the flooring and the rewire?
Because I just wanted to get the main chunks.
You must have been incredibly anxious to defend your reputation, rocked up to court with all the evidence you have to say, nonsense. Did he do that, Marvin?
No, he didn't.
Why? What happened, Marvin?
He didn't turn up to court, so it went in my favour as a default.
You got judgment in default? Mm-hmm. Why didn't you attend court?
Just didn't attend, Judge.
Don't tell me porkies. You know, I do this for a living. Why didn't you attend court, Alan?
Just couldn't be bothered.
While I'm stressing out.
Yeah, I was stressed out as well.
Well, let's pause for a second. Why were you stressed out, sir?
Because I knew what I owed Marvin, and it just upset me, it depressed me. I knew what I'd done, and I knew what I had to do.
Don't be stupid. Stay and watch the best Judge Rinder moments. And I'm talking. Understood? Don't be a moron. Subscribe to Judge Rinder YouTube channel. Right now. That's an order.